Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We are back here today with another Mojo video, man. Now, this one, we are going to be jumping deep into the bowels of Variant 2, alright? We are bringing along a full Mojo team. We have my buff bounty hunter trinity here. I have Mojo, Black Widow Clairvoyant, and Ghost Rider. So I have minus 120% reduction on all buffs, alright? I'm going to speed up the clips here for the first couple fights while I'm ramping him up, just for a little bit of quality of life improvement for you guys. I also brought along Captain America Infinity War and Doctor Strange, alright? So what that's going to do is every single time I nullify a buff on the opponent, I'm going to do 30% of my attack rating as direct damage, alright? So these two synergies together, you know, the buff bounty hunter trinity, that's just nice to have, definitely don't need it, but the Captain America one, that definitely adds a lot of damage over time onto the opponent. So here, as you can see, just two special twos in, and this Winter Soldier is already flushed right down the toilet, and we are going to do every single fight on this lane, including the Yellowjacket boss with Mojo, alright? So, the Alliance War season just started, you know? And I removed my suicides for defense, and I figured, well, this is a perfect time to do an entire lane in Variant 2 with Mojo. So I did this last night, and I'm very happy with the results. So here I have Dodge a Hit. I do have a little bit of Mystic Dispersion on at the moment, so I knew that when I completed that prompt, it was going to nullify the buff on Wolverine there, the Hater debuff, okay, and I was going to gain some power. Here I'm going right back up to a Special 2, and this fight is flushed down the toilet as well. This was another like 30-second fight domination with Mojo, man. So Mojo is really good with Mystic Dispersion because he's going to place those Hater buffs on the opponent, okay, and when they get nullified, well, you're going to gain some power back from Mystic Dispersion. So Mystic Dispersion is a really nice master to have when you are using Mojo, but you certainly don't need it, alright? So here I have the prompt, use a special attack. I'm trying to bait out a special one from Crossbones, but he's just not doing it. That's all good, so I fall right back down, but since my Mojo is duped, I only fell down to 3 followers there, so now I just need to do one more prompt, and I'm going to be at my 5. That's about to come up right now. I have hold block, so I hold block here, and I throw my special attack while he's hitting into my block. Is that a bug? Is that that hit the block bug? I don't know. But here, the node on the lane here is that when you hit the opponent, they have a chance to gain a Fury buff, but you're never going to see that Fury buff because I brought along my buff bounty hunter trinity, okay? So those Fury buffs on the opponent, as well as any buffs that the defender would have normally, well, they're going to have minus 120% duration, alright? So this is like the best overall synergy team that you can have for Mojo, including the Captain America and Doctor Strange synergy there. You can also bring along Thor, Jane Foster, or Scarlet Witch instead of Doctor Strange, and I'm actually, looking back, I'm really surprised as to why I didn't bring Thor, Jane Foster, since you guys know I'm a huge fan of her, but it's all good, no worries there. So here, now that I'm pretty much fully ramped up, no more speeding anything up, right at the start of the fight, we're going to have our Fury buff after just one prompt, and we are going to be good to go here. So here I have Idle, and I'm going to go ahead and just complete that right there. I'm up to my Special 2, throw off a big Special 2, get those fat stacks of degen. Now he's got to bait out a Special 2 while his life is just draining, man. He's just draining there. When the opponent or when Mojo uses a special attack, his anti-life field is paused, okay, during the duration of the special attack. That's something very nice. So if you toss off the Special 2 like I did just here, you know, he has a pretty lengthy Special 2, but you don't have to worry about the Fury falling off when the anti-life field goes away, because it is paused for the entire duration of the attack, alright? That's also really good if, like, the defender has a pretty lengthy special attack. You don't have to worry about the anti-life field falling off there either. So overall, it's a very nice mechanic to have when you're fighting with Mojo. Alright, so now we have this Hela here. Now keep in mind, okay, since we do have Black Widow Clairvoyant on the team, whenever we are fighting a villain, okay, we're going to have 10% plus attack, because that is just a synergy that Black Widow Clairvoyant brings along for everybody on her team. Here we had Dodge a Hit, we dodged that hit, we shot right up to a Special 2, and now she's just draining, man. So my goal here in this fight is to build up to a special 1 and nullify. I want to nullify her indestructible with my special 1, alright, when the time comes. That is the goal. So I'm tossing off my first special 1 early. I'm going to pop right back up to another special 1 here, and I'm going to toss it off, and boom, we nullified that indestructible, man. So the special 1 on Mojo, that will nullify 1 buff on the opponent, okay? It could be an unstoppable buff, it could be regeneration, it could be fury, it could be an armor up buff, doesn't matter. You can nullify any buff on the opponent. So now we have this Thor Jane Foster, the best champion in the game, alright? Not really, but pretty enjoyable champion. We got our first prompt here. It's knock down a champion, so I'm just going to go medium heavy. I'm already almost to a special 2, man. Mojo just gains power so incredibly fast, dude. It's so fun to just spam specials with him. That's why it's a lot of fun to play Mojo without suicides, to be honest, and Mystic Dispersion on, because you're just constantly spamming those specials. I only have Mystic Dispersion on 3 out of 5, so this isn't even like as crazy as it could be here. So now she's got those 7 stacks of degen on her. I'm trying to push her to a special 2. It's not that I'm scared of the special 1 by any means at all, but it's just definitely easier to dex out her special 2 there, especially if you are kind of far away. Here I got the final prompt up, knock down a champion, but it doesn't even matter because the special 2 at its base is going to kill her there. Alright, so let's move on. Up next we have a Medusa, and this Medusa has a different node here. This has it is what is the one? Empathetic Lock here. Empathetic Lock, where I'm going to start with a Fate Seal, Power Lock, and a Heal Block. So if I complete my first prompt, I'm not going to get my Fury. So I did kind of try and wait it out here, but that did backfire here because I went to back up into the corner, but I did get clipped, but that's alright. No big deal there at all. Mojo has some pretty nice regeneration. Whenever a buff is nullified on the opponent or when a prompt is completed above 5 followers there, I'm going to get a little regeneration. And the regeneration works the same way as Namor currently works, where he's going to regenerate 3% of his missing health. So that does add up over time, especially if you're not running suicides, okay? So here now, I don't have the anti-life field active, and I did go to nullify one of her fury buffs with my special 1, but unfortunately she did auto-block the first hit of the special 1, so that didn't work out how I planned, but I was able to dex out of her medium attack without too many issues at all, and I built up to a special 2, knocked her down, and the degen finished the work. So all in all, that fight was a little bit sloppy, but it wasn't the end of the world there. So we got ambushed by a tech adaptoid here, and I did initially think that this was Iron Man, because it's been Iron Man in the Red Room quest, okay? But I saw Synthesis, so I realized, alright, this is Vision. So that's all good, so I'm going to try and push him up to a special 2, back off, and idle. So I know that I wouldn't get hit by that special 2 there because of the distance, and it completed idle at the same time. Now I just got to build up to a special 2 after I stun a champion. That should get me right there. Boom. Very, very nice. Throw off that big special 2 there. Try to bait out that special 1. There we go. Go right into punish it there. Bait out another one, hit into him a little bit, try to gain some of those haters. We got one, knock him down with a special 1, one more stun, and this guy is absolutely flushed down the drain as well. So up next we are going for this Yellowjacket boss. We're going for the boss of variant 2, 3.1, okay? So here I got a phone call. And I remembered when I went into the fight that I hadn't started recording yet again, but luckily there, I remembered. So I missed the very, very beginning of the fight when I was dashing back, but that is all good. We caught it just in time, bait out that special 1, hit into him. I'm going to try to just put as many hater buffs on Yellowjacket as I possibly can, because this is a very, very beefy health pool. I'm trying to get Yellowjacket to idle there for me, but he wasn't giving in, but that's okay. I found some time to idle. I want to build up to a special 2. There, he does have limber. This Yellowjacket has limber, so I have to be a little careful with my parries. I'm going to try and push him to a special 2 as much as I possibly can, but if I'm not in the position to, I will bait out a special 1. Here the prompt was use a special attack, but he's just not doing it. But use a special attack came up again, and he's still not throwing off that special 1. And unfortunately, all of those giant stacks of hater buffs are just falling off when my anti-life field isn't active, but it's okay because the Mystic Dispersion brought me up above a bar of power, so I was able to complete the prompt and push him over 2 bars of power that he tossed off right away. So no big deal there at all. Build up to a special 2 here and knock him back to the right side of the screen. Look at those fat stacks of degen on him. I have used a special attack. I'm gonna push him up to special 2. Hopefully he throws it off right away. There we go. Boom, go in and punish him here. Back off, get a little parry. We don't have too many parries left because of Limber, so I gotta be careful there. You want to always have a nice bit of distance there so you can bait out that special 1. Toss off the special 2 when he's right into the wall there. Now he's back up at a special 1. Try to dex that out, try to bait it out, but he's being very stingy with me, but you can see all of that degen is just constantly flushing him down, man. He's just slowly draining. Here I just have to knock a champion down, but it's clear that's not happening, so I have to hold block. That's going to be very hard to happen as well because he does have a pretty beefy attack value there, but it's all good. We got it done. Build up to a special 2, toss off the special 2 here. Boom, it wasn't enough to push him to a special 2 unfortunately, but I'm going to bait out a heavy attack and push him right above a special 2. The prompt came up, use a special attack, very easy to bait that out. Now we're just going to go on in here. I think I toss off a special 1. There we go. I love that special 1 animation, man. I love when he like runs in at you with his little spider legs, and that is it, man. That was a variant 2 boss, just absolutely flushed down the toilet with Mojo. This entire lane in variant 2 absolutely crushed by Mojo, dude. Big shout out to the Buff Bounty Hunter Trinity for always supporting him, and Captain America Infinity War and Doctor Strange too, man. That little that degen damage, it added up over time, man. Yeah, dude, Mojo's a beast, man. Absolutely love Mojo. Very happy to have this guy up at rank 5, Sig 200. I definitely have a lot more things I want to explore with him. So my dudes, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and leave a like, comment what you think about Mojo and variant 2, and subscribe if you want to see some more Mojo content coming to you very soon. I'll be seeing you around.